まあ来ると思ったよ、ミゾーラ。
Sorore surge testis esto pacti me. Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in Beator.
Notum sit in Beator.
Holy hells.
なんだ魔法学が失敗してしまったから何もわからん。
Sisters.
Infernos contractos te vocamos.
最低者だよね。契約をより強固なものにしようとしてるんでしょう。第三者を入れることで。
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood,
お
forged
前の
in
契約よ、ウィ
fire,
ル。血で
bound
署
in
名され、
bone.
炎で鍛えられ、骨で縛られている。
Unbreakable.
いやー、マジで辛い。絶対いい方向に転がらんって分かってるもん
A
ね。
life for a life.
命には命よ。犠牲なくして契約は終わらない。代償を支払われなければならない。
Must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me
絶対
and
そう
the
だと思った。
Archdevil Zariel in a pact
父親の居所と引き換えに永遠にウィルを手元に置くって分かってた
I
のに。
break your pact, and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel! I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you asshole!
Choose.
マジでって思う。まあ、いざってかね、もう、ウィルに任せると、絶対ウィルは父親のために契約を継続させるんですよね。まあでもそれでいいと思ってる私もいるんだよな。
Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
どういうこと魂を縛る者をムーンライズに拘束したことで、アブソリュートは復讐されねばならない。魂を運ぶ者はアブソリュートが通されるまで、その贈り物を維持するものとする。意味がわからん。ウィルが契約を破ったら彼の力はどうなる？別に、そういうことか。ウィルが今契約を破ったとしても、アブソリュートが倒されるまではミゾーラの力を借りて、ウォーロックとしての力は失わないよって言ってるんだ。一回、私はこれを言って、ウィルが、いや、でも、それでも父親を救うんだって、その茶番を一回挟みたいんだけど、どうかな？
You damned wretch! Father. Do it. Break the pact.
ダメだ。マジで？
Fiat Ita.
Fiat Ita.
全然抵抗せんかった、ウィル。ちょっと茶番をやりたかったんだけど、ダメだったんか、ウィル。
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick
ここに
around.
残るの？
Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
意味不明なんだけどうわー、かわいそう、ウィル。どこにいるんだっけ、ウィル。かわいそう。うわ、いるし、マジでミゾーラ。かわいそう、ウィル。飲んでる場合ちゃうやろ。
Gods, I spent 7 years choked by Mazora's leash. And I spent 7 years hoping to break free. I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet.
そうだね。いやーでも、もう何にも言えないわ。
I have to believe that. I'm not the
そう
hell's
そうそう、地獄の
puppeteer,
操り人形
nor
で
its
ないって
warrior
感
in
じだよ
death.
ね。
The blade will be guiding his own hand. But freedom will be paid in my father's blood. Tomorrow, I celebrate my gain. Today, I mourn my loss.
A moment passes. In the stillness, you find a mote of tranquility.
The Raven Guard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something. I signed his life away before the Hell's Witnesses. It would be easier
そう
to
なんだ。
drink the sticks down to the last
あ、
drop
別に
than to alter his fate. I'd be a fool to wish otherwise.
そうなんだ。ゴータッシュに殺されるとかじゃなくて、父の死そのものと引き換えに自由を得たっていう契約だったんだね。ごめん、そのことよくわかってなかったや。なるほどね。それはかなり辛い選択だったね。他のみんなは何かありますか？
Will sacrificed his own father. I hope freedom from the pact is worth it to him.
いや、普通に考えたら全然、そっちの方が価値あったと思うよ。6ヶ月後にはウィルはちゃんとこの角もなくなるから、レイブンガードの後継者として、レイブンガード家を継いで頑張るっていうので、一番いい選択だと思うんだけど、まあ勇者っていうかこの、ウィルは英雄としてのペルソナを背負ってるから、まあそれとはちょっと反した生き方にはなってしまうけど、客観的に見ると、この選択が一番いいんじゃないかとは思うんですけどね。
I did not know Duke Ravengard that well. But I am sure he would not want his son to become slave to Zariel for his sake. I am sure Will knows that. But we would do well to remind him when his days grow dark.
まあウィルを経験、じゃない、ウィルを契約から解放する別の方法を見つけたかった。
Hope. The very hook from which these devils try to hang us. I have no answers. For you or for Will. But if Mizora means to linger with us, I mean to find out if devils do indeed sleep. And just how heavily.
励ましてくれてるね、ジャヘイラ。ありがとう。
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into.
あ、ウィルが後ろにいる。
Impossible. My bargain was
そうで
uncommonly
すね。
reasonable. A single soul for the return of Baldur's Gate's most beloved Duke. A real bargain, I should think. I never thought the legendary Blade of Frontiers would surrender his
そうそうそう。
father
ま
for
さにそうだよ
freedom.
ね。
Not very valorous, if you ask me. But what does a mean old devil like me know about heroes?
てかまあ、ちょっと、
The 9 I
ちょっと待ってね。
The other 8, well, they are pleasures, and I'm afraid that take a swing or a stab if you want.
OK。ロードする前提なんで、話が長くなりそうだったら切り上げます。あ、ガーレックは怒ってるよね。
I figured it out. Exactly what I want to do with you.
何？なんだ？
Even crazier than that, if you can believe it. I want to go on a
デ
date.
ート？
A first date. No weapons, no monsters, no mysterious voices. Just you and me and dinner.
Please say yes.
ぜひデートしたいけど、ちょっとこれ長くなりそうだな。しまった。あー、簡単に切り上げるのはマジで心が痛む
There's
な。
a little spot I know in town. Out of the way, but the view of the city is incredible. Say you'll go. My treat.
まあ全然行くし、行くよ。
Yes! Oh, amazing. Put on your least bloody tunic and meet me back here. Oh, I'm so excited!
ちょっと待ってね。
Don't keep me waiting too long.
OK。あー、なるほど。めっちゃ嬉しいけど、ロードするんだ。ロードしてもこれ、出てきてくれるかな？
Time and again, Will's plight reinforces my decision not to pursue the
そうだ
path of
ね。
a warlock. It's one thing to make such a sacrifice in the pursuit
そ
of
うそ
such
う
a
そう
pact,
そうそ
but
う
to
そう。
do so in
契
order
約
to
から
escape
逃れる
one
ために犠牲を払うのは違う。本当にそう
leaves。you with nothing.
ね。そもそもさ、最初から契約したくてしたわけじゃないからさ、それを破棄するためにまた新たな犠牲を強いるのはマジで、お前って思うよね。わかるぜ、ゲイル。
Will gave up his father to have freedom. An understandable decision. Sacrifices must be made after all. Especially if the old Duke's fall means his rise.
本当にそれ心から思ってるか？あ、まあちょっと諦めすぎちゃってる面もあるよね、君はね。うん。これはこれで新しいセーブとして残しておいて、ロードするか。では、これからウィルには、お父さんの命を助ける代わりにミゾーラとの契約を継続させるっていう選択肢の方で進めていきたいと思います。まあね、ウィルは英雄のペルソナだからね、しょうがないよね。っていうところですね。長期的に見れば、ね、やっぱお父さんよりは自分の過去を清算した方がいいんだけど、まあ英雄はそんな選択を取らないのでね。英雄の選択でいこうと思います。
Sorore surge, testis esto pacti me. Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in Beator.
Notum sit in Beator.
Holy hells.
やば、見逃してた。あ、でも結局失敗したわ。
I come to bargain. The hells demand witness.
Enough, Mizora. Where is my father? How do I save him?
How else? We bargain. Sisters.
Infernos contractus te vocamus.
Your contract, Will. signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable. A life for a life. No contract is ended without sacrifice. The cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the Archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel. I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you asshole!
Choose.
Choose. 3正しいことをしろなんてどの口がって思うけどしょうがないよね。
You damned wretch. Do it then. Claim my soul for Zariel. Keep my father safe.
Fiat Ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Seems you've got a new mission, pup. Go save your father. He's locked in a very nasty place. Gortash's secret command center and prison. Lucky for you, I know the way in. I'll mark your map. After all, a deal's a deal. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
はい。というわけです。さて、永遠にザリエルのものとなってしまったウィルですが、話を聞いていきましょう。
Twice Mazoras held my feet to the fire, and twice was I burnt. But my father will live. We will return the Grand Duke to his people. And forever a devil's leash will choke me.
ねえ、あんまりだよね。永遠にはちょっとひどすぎるよな。
Sometimes, fate closes a door for good. The bolt is fastened, the key is destroyed, and a wish is forever locked away. The hells will take my soul. I'll make my peace with it. I have once already, after all. Besides, there's no time to wallow in self-pity. More than anything, I'm elated that there's hope yet for my father. We should hurry to this mystery prison and retrieve my father before Mazora tries pulling more tricks.
そうなんだよな。でも契約で誰にも傷つけられないみたいな契約だったからワンチャンいけるんちゃうかって思うけどな。
This prison's in the lower city. Let's move.
うん。あ、絶対出てくるねこれ。
We will knock him out if we need to, or restrain.
Your skull vibrates in concord with the astral prism.
Bring me to your Duke. I will shield him as I shield you.
なるほどね。
Why would you do that?
Better to bring him into the fold than to leave you distracted by regret.
Well then, I'm not about to say no. What else is on your mind?
ミゾーラの後だと、皇帝がすごいいいやつに見えちまうな。はぁ、全然リアクションが違ったね。
Will sacrificed a great deal for his family. The pact may stand, but the strength of his character is clear.
ね。
It can't have been easy for Will to resign himself to the pact. But I'm glad he chose his father.
That preening vulture seems intent on haunting our camp. I suppose we shall find out if her kind sleep, and how heavily. Will is a good man, and that is exactly what his devil will use to bind him, in as many ways as she knows how. A man might twist himself into something else just to escape that collar. But I have no such fears for the blade.
ちょっと、やっぱセリフが変わってるね。ウィルなら、仮にデビルのしもべとなっていても正しい道を選べるっていう風に言ってますね。
Why the stunned face? You look like you've seen a devil.
マジでクソだなって思ってたんだよ。ウィルはお前の父親の、じゃない、ウィルは自分の父親のために魂を犠牲にした。お前も約束を守る。お前は狐のように狡猾だ。活躍が見れて嬉しい。
Cunning, am I?
ウィル反対してんの？
As a schemer, an exploiter.
虫けら。
You've pegged me wrong, little bug. I am a benefactress, and I have an eye for a good cause. Will needed help, so I indulged him. I've always been the giving type, after all. To wit, go to Gortash's secret prison, and I'll help you spring Will's daddy free. Of course, you could always leave him to rot, but that would make Will's sacrifice worthless, and I know you wouldn't want that.
契約が永遠に締結されたわけだが、ウィルをどうする気だ？
Focus on the elder brain. I'd hate to clog that infected head of yours with needless details.
いけるか？一応仲間っていう判定なんだ、ミゾーラ。
Will's a gifted hunter, and Zariel's made her share of enemies in and out of the hells. Devils, demons, deserters. They're a great burden on the Lord of the First. Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless. The clause still holds. As long as Will doesn't tug on my leash, he'll be stalking only the wickedest prey. It's a win-win. You have the best ideas.
お前はカーラックを見逃した。彼女の首が欲しかったんじゃないのか？
You are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found a new use for an old
使い
battle
道を見
axe.
つけたの？
The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel
まあ、ザリエル
might
もアブソリュートが倒されるまではカーラックを
My
狙わなく
mistress
ていい
can be
って
so
言ったってことか。
capricious.
どうやってアブソリュート信徒に捕まったのか聞かされてないな。
Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel. But those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even
まあ
a
何に
half
も
fiend.
加護な
I
しに行くには
woke
やっ
in
ぱ
that
きつかった
damned
んだな。
pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead after all.
残るなら見返りをもらう。地
The
獄について教え
nine
てくれ。
hells of Beator. Each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first hell my home, Avernus. My mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it. The delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy.
まあ、残るなら見返りをもらおうかな。残る残らないは契約に入っていなかったからな。
Why? I'm supplying Will with every scrap of his infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you what, when the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand. Like I said, I'm the giving type.
尽くすタイプなの。この女。小悪魔ちゃんめ。あ、カーラ、よかった。フラグが立ってるのでちょっと待っててね、カーラ。
Time and again, Will's plight reinforces my decision not to pursue the path of a warlock. Will's father owes him gratitude. I hope for his sake Ravengard is gracious enough to offer it, given how much it cost.
まあ、君のミストラもなかなかだけどね。
Will gave up freedom to save his father. I will never understand people like that.
うん、まあそうだろうね。ネバーアンダースタンドだよ、君にとっては。そらそう。さて、セーブです。新しいセーブにした方がいいか。よっしゃ、バッチリだ。カーラ。
I figured it out. Exactly what I want to do with you. I want to go on a date. A first date. No weapons, no monsters, no mysterious voices. Just you and me and dinner. Please say yes.
ぜひ。
Yes! Oh, amazing. Put on your least bloody tunic and meet me back here. Oh, I'm so excited!
もう一番血に汚れてないチュニックというのは、いわゆる勝負服のことですよね。これです。
Give me a beat to run ahead. I want to make sure everything's absolutely perfect. See you there.
これは勝負服以外の何者でもないでしょ。うわあ、もうすぐだ。なになに？
Hi. Hi.
あ、
You made
現
it.
地集合だった感じ？
You look nice.
ありがと
Thank you.
う。なになに？
Baldurian seafood stew. No, thank you. What do you think you'll have?
なにちょっと。一緒のを食べると喜ぶタイプなのか、違うのにして、こっちも美味しいよとかやりたいタイプなのか。ちょっとこの、ロセのあばら肉のグリルが、フランス料理みたいな感じで出てくるのか、その、アメリカのこう、骨付き肉ドーンみたいな感じで出てくるのかによるな。フランスっぽい感じで出てきてくれるんだったら、さあこう、コースのメニューとして、ビーフオアチキンみたいな感じになるじゃん。ガチで迷ってます。いやーまあでも普通に肉かな。 肉と海鮮でさ、やっぱ、違うの。
Just what I had in mind.
あ、そうなの？無理しないで。好きなの頼んで。
Two of the rothe ribs, please. And 2 glasses of...
いや、ワインでしょ。肉にはワインだろうが。なあ。この赤の
And 2 glasses of
渋い
wine.
やつみたいな。
So, you're an adventurer, right? How's that going?
何？すごい慣れてない感じの振り方じゃん、それ。ずっとそばにいたじゃん。
I know, but this is our first date, remember?
マジで？
You're a mystery to me.
なるほど。こいつ、お前をまだ愛していないふりはできる気がしない。
It's all I can do to keep my hands to myself anyway.
体が。
We're terrible at this.
なんで急にこのびっくりマークついてんの？自分のことを話せ、俺はすごくいいやつだ。自分でちょっと、1か3なんだけど。
Ask me a question, maybe. A getting to know you type question.
初対面の相手か。ニットさんはちょっと踏み込みすぎだよな。じゃあ、お前はどこで育ったんだ？
Right here in Baldur's Gate, more or less. My folks are long gone now, but they raised me in the outer city. Dad was a porter in town, Mum did laundry. Still think of her when I smell clean sheets. We were poorer than dirt, but my gods, we had fun. What about you?
一応、生まれが貴族だから、少し似ているって言えなくない？どうしよう。でもまあ正直その、1しか選べないよな。まあ、しゃーなしやけど1かな。
Cut from the same cloth, some might say. Oh, hey, here comes our food.
渡し方。雑すぎんか。
Hey, Hank, I think we ordered the...
It's a bleeder.
なんで？
worst guy I ever met. Anyway, how about a toast? Oh, shit!
おう。
May we live every day like it's our last.
ごめん、私だけ飲んでるじゃん。どういうこと？ああ、そういうことね。
Cause you never know when your last will come.
から。
Oh, that was great. The food and the company.
何を知りたい？まあでも普通の夜とか、でも普通の夜じゃなくない？どう考えても特別な夜やろ。何を言うてんねや。何を知りたいか？前のめりになったぞ。
You know what I want to do. I know I can't stay forever.
そうだね。
Here. With you. In fact, I feel like I don't have long left at all. We've been through so much, and the worst is yet to come. I have every reason to feel terrified, hopeless, like giving up. But to be here, with you, in the city I love, in this world that I love so much, it's all I could really ask for. You hear me? You're all I could ever ask for.
I love you. And I know that whatever else this city will throw at us, we can handle it.
マジ？最高じゃん。
Come on. There's something I want to show you upstairs.
何？一緒に行きたいんだけど。これなんだって聞いちゃいけなくない？普通。一緒に行こうがないんだけど。先行けってどういうこと？なんだかな？
I rented us a room for the whole night.
ひゅー
Just the two of us. Alone. Finally.
ここはもう行くっきゃないでしょ。先行け？
After you.
私が先？早い、急な。ひゅー！最高でした。マジか。ありがとう。最高だった。美しいなぁ。いやー、いいね。てかね、初めてカーラと触れた時の夜の多分、カーラックのロマンスだったと思うんだけど、アクト2でね、あったやつは、なんだろう。向き合って寝なかったんだよね。それが今、向き合って一緒に寝るっていう、すごいめっちゃエモかったな。いやー、ほんとにね、BGM とか多分ね、めっちゃその演出されてたと思うんだけど、ボーカル付きだとね、残せないんですよ。だから BGM ありバージョンを私だけ今から見に行こうと思います。はい。音のある世界を私だけ楽しみました。本当にね、ぜひ音入りの方は、見てくださってる方はぜひご自身の目でプレイして実際にお楽しみいただきたいと思います。本当にね、雰囲気が良かった。本当に良かった。ねえ、ちょっとね、なんか、編集とかすればね、盛り上がりのところはなんかうまいこと差し替えれそうかなとかね、思ってます。けど、わかんない。実際ちょっとね、編集するその時になってみないとわかんないや。一応、でもね、そんなにボーカルじゃなかったから、なんかいけそうな雰囲気はあったんだけど、わかんない。でも本当にね、マジやっぱ、音楽、演出があった、ちゃんと。だからね、それはね、実際やっぱプレイしてみて、ぜひ確かめてほしい。本当に。最高でした。はい。というところで、寝たのか？寝てへんやんけ。寝るぞ。たくさんいろんなことがあったね。寝よ。寝たか
？They say that home is where a person can be their truest selves, without guile, without pretense. You did well to see off the Githyanki who had invaded mine. And now that you have seen where I come from, you know all there is to know about me. At least, all that matters. The flavors of my favorite fiddlehead soup, should you wish to experience it for yourself. My beloved confidant, a loyal companion rascal. The garments with which I concealed and later constructed my appearance as the Emperor. We spoke of my relationship with Duke Berlin Stillmain, a story I have told no one else. I have no more secrets from you. No need to resort to subterfuge. We are true allies now, working towards a common goal.
そうなんだよな。なんでごまかしに頼ったんだろうな。
The only way we were ever going to get close enough to the brain to destroy it was by working together. But few would trust a mind flayer. So I did what I had to convince you. I studied you, your motivations, your actions, your desires. I deduced the best way to align your goals with my own.
まあ、私の前にも何人かいたんだろう。
Perhaps, at first, I did consider that you were just a problem to be solved. And not an easy one at that. But I persisted. I needed your absolute dedication to the cause. I anticipated the challenge, and I anticipated your resistance. What I didn't anticipate was how much I would enjoy your company, your mind. Sometimes, I felt almost like we were dancing our way towards something deeper.
私は時々我々がより深い何かに向かって踊りながら進んでいるような気がした。あ、ラブな方向に踊りながら進んでるってこと？マジで？あ、なんか実はその今までカーラックは賛成してるとか反対してるとかの味方の関係値のチョイスがあったんだけど、実は内部的に皇帝のそういう賛成してる反対してるとかもあったのかな。それで一定の好感度になっちゃったから今これが発生してるとかある？マジ？気配を読み違えたようだな。今あるもので満足している。
I'm sorry. You're right.
よかった。
Forget I said anything.
すごい顔してる。
Let's move on to more important things.
そうだぞ。浮かれるな。
The brain's hive mind has grown to monstrous proportions. And through the crown's magic, it has complete control.
そうなんだ。クラウンがプラスに働いちゃってるんだ。
It was intelligent before, but now, with its hive mind
破滅の
established
存在に
across
なろうと
the
してい
city,
る。
it is well on its way to becoming indestructible. You should reconsider your attachment to your physical form. You have seen what an Elithid can do. Imagine
口開いて
some
る。
of that to be
マジで嫌なんだな。
not enough to warp your appearance beyond recognition, but just enough to enhance
口開いてる。
And believe me, it will radically increase our chances of success against the Elder Brain. Think on it.
いやー、どんなに力が手に入るって言われてもちょっとイカになるのはないわ。ね、カーラ。
Hey, wanna play pretend?
な
You
に？
and me. Let's imagine I get to live 50 more years. We have a whole life ahead of us. What do we do?
ごっこって言わないで。 あるべき未来って言って、生涯の歌の源として、俺の多くの傑作はお前に関するものになる。これよ。
We can dream, soldier, but the thing about dreams is they aren't real. Anyway, either one of us could drop dead tomorrow for any reason at
そう
all.
よ。
No moment is guaranteed, except this one, and this one, and maybe this one too. I have no less than anyone else. A guarantee of nothing.
まあ今この瞬間に関して言えばね、他の人と変わらないよ。
I wish I had a longer road ahead of me. I want to walk it with you.
泣かないで。涙を隠そうとするっていうのは、カーラの泣き顔を他の人に見えないように隠すって意味なのか、自分も泣いちゃってるのか、ちょっと分かりかねるんだが、これだと。もっと詳しく教えてくれ。でも、ちょっと、カーラをどうにかする方だと思って一応選ぼうかな。
Gods, what a disaster. Finding love like this. Finding you. So perfectly late. I've always thought I was fearless. Never scared of a fight, of the future. But dying has taught me so much. There's no courage in fearlessness. There's courage in being fucking terrified but still going forward. Still being grateful. Still trying. We're going to save this city. Together. It's going to be the last thing I do.
いやー。そうね、カーラ。マジで男気がありすぎる。ずっと一緒にいる
That's
よ。
why I know we're going to win. Let's get busy with it. I've got the rest of my life ahead of me. And a lot to do before I go.
かっけえ。さすがだぜ。